Hi folks, today let's talk about Bajas. Woo! So, can Bajas turn? Yes, that's probably a very patronising title and I apologise for that. But what I really meant was, can they turn better than, say, the four-wheel drives, like, I don't know, like the DBXL of course, 5Bs, 5Ts, and then you got like the Dragon Hammers, and you got the Vector 5s, and then what else have you got? Then you got the FGs and all that kind of. So basically, there's a lot of Baja boys out there, and I just want to kind of address this. So, can Baja turn? Yes, of course they can, absolutely. But there's a caveat, and the caveat being, Bajas take a lot more skill to drive. There you go. It's basic. If any RC fan out there has driven a variety of cars, then they will know that the Bajas, certainly the long-nosed two-wheel drive Bajas, are absolute jittery, twitchy little monsters. They don't really want to go straight. Well, they do, but I mean, you do have to temper it with a really light, delicate touch on the throttle. But certainly when it comes to turning, I've seen, certainly at Bash Fest and several other drivers, when Baja boys turn, they just go balls to the walls, full throttle, and try and turn. And that's stupid. That's just stupid. You can't, because with so much torque on the rear tyres, rear wheels, you're lifting the front two wheels, and if you lift, you have no traction. You have no traction, you can't turn. It's simple physics, guys. However, that being said, the early morning at Bash Fest, Saturday morning, the driving was appalling. I just saw so many Bajas just turn and twist and stumble without even racing. They were just doing donuts, not on purpose. But as the day progressed, the Baja boys really learnt to temper the throttle, and the driving really improved. So at the moment, you're looking at one of the best Baja drivers, in my opinion, out there. So I don't know who he is, don't know where he's from, but he certainly knows how to drive. So I would say, again, just my opinion, I would say that his turning circle could be a little bit wider, just to get the power through. He tries to take it very tight, but I appreciate there's all the other cars kind of bashing through there. But I'd love to see him just kind of have the track to himself and just see how he does. But overall, the Baja boys were really learning to really steer. So going back to my question, can Bajas turn? Yes, of course they can, but compared to the other classes of cars, like I said, and 5Bs and 5Ts, and the DBXLs, the Bajas are far harder to drive, and so they're less forgiving, they're more uncomfortable to ride, that's not right, more uncomfortable to kind of get a grip of, so to speak. But that being said, I've heard quite a few people who are very well seasoned, more seasoned than I am, say they don't like the 5Bs and the 5Ts because they're too easy to drive. And I get that, I've driven most of the classes, and the other classes, with the exception of the Bajas, are very simple to drive. I mean, they're almost child-proof and idiot-proof, if you want to call it that, because they are very forgiving. They do grip. They do, they do steer predictably, in the sense that you turn and you kind of get a feel of where the car's going. But with Bajas, a lot more skill. You need a lot more maturity, and certainly it's a proper grown-up's car. But most of the time, I would say, I don't know, most Baja bashes, they just go up and down a field. And they don't really turn. Well, I don't know, maybe they do, but they don't really turn in a track like an oval like that. So, in my opinion, yes, of course they can turn, but it takes a lot more skill, a lot more driving skill. So if you see a track full of lots of classes, so like I said, the Dragon Hammers, the Vectors, the 5Bs, the 5Ts, and FGs, all that kind of stuff. If you see a Baja actually keeping it up, then you know that he's the best driver on the track, without a doubt. If a Baja can keep up with all the other cars, then he's, in my mind, the best driver on the track. So that's it, mate. That's it, guys. Let me know what you think. Am I talking about my arse? Do you think the Bajas require the most skill, or am I just, talking? Have you just unsubscribed? Awkward. So anyway, like if you like, dislike if you dislike, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for now.